Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you how to make a simple data input app using Android Studio. So let's start. Open your Android Studio, start a new Android Studio project, select empty activity. Next, I'll give it some name. I'll call it simple app. Language should be Java and SDK I've selected Android 5.0. So hit on finish. So guys, this will take some time. I'll show you my YouTube channel. So this is my brand new YouTube channel, Beginner2Pro. So please do subscribe my channel so that I can upload all of my new videos. So this is our main activity.java file. So here is gonna where we actually code our app, and we also have another file that is activity main.xml. This will take some time. So this is the layout of our app, guys. So we have a sample text here, we don't need it, so I'll delete it. So let's delete. So now to start our app, I'll just go to text. I'll drag the plain text onto my layout, and I have to constrain this to all the four sides of the layout. This is one of the most important step of Android Studio, and I'll just drag in a button as well. So, and again I have to constrain this widget. So I've constrained all the three sides to three edges and one side to our previous widget. So I'll just give it a different ID. I'll call it ET input, and I'll name, yeah, so this kind of dialog box keeps appearing. You just have to press enter, I mean yes, and then I'll change my ID of button to BTN submit. Okay, so now we have named it as button, right? So let's change the text as well. I'll make this submit, and yeah, this changed. So I'll drag it here, this as well. I'll extend this a bit, so this looks good. And for this, I'll give the hint as input and set text as null. And I'll quickly change the color of this because gray looks boring, right? Yeah, so this looks good. So I'll change the color, I'll make it as white, and text size I'll make it to somewhere 24. Yeah, that looks really good. So that's all guys, you're done with your layout. Now let's go to our activity.java file. So now I've created these widgets, right? So now I have to make objects in the Java file and then connect those widgets. So I'll just add a private edit text. I'll call it input, and then private button, and I'll call it submit. So you might ask me, why is this text red in color? So that is because there is no import button class, so we just have to import that class. I'll just press alt enter and then click import class. So our class is now imported. Now we can continue. So I'll just head inside to the onCreate function here and just attach those object files to our widgets. So for that, type an input is equal to edit text find view by id r dot id dot et input. So this is the id of our widget, and so we have attached that to our object. And now for the submit button as well. So submit is equal to button find view by id r dot id dot it's btn submit tn submit. Yeah, that's it. So now let's activate the submit button. So for that, type in submit dot set on click listener. Inside the on click listener, new space view on click listener. So when you type in v inside this on click listener, all of this will get auto generated by Android Studio. That is a cool thing, right? And I'll just make a string here. I'll call it input. Make sure this input and this input is different, is equal to input dot get text dot to string dot trim. So this piece of line will get the text from that widget and convert that to string, and trim option will uh, append all of those empty spaces. And now I'll make a new intent again. I mean the uh, intent variable. So again, it is red in color, right? That is because of the intent class being not imported. So I'll just press alt enter, import class. So intent equal to new intent. So do remember this function, guys. This is one of the most important function which we use across Android Studio. So second activity dot class. So again, this is in red color, right? So this is not because of the import class. This is because we haven't created our second activity yet. So let's quickly do that. So for that, go to project app Java. So right click here, then new activity, empty activity. I'll call it second activity and finish. So this is our second activity, guys. So this is our main activity, so we'll send the data from this to the second activity. Okay, so now here I'll just I think we are done. So I'll quickly make another text view in here. So for that, add a text view here, and now I have to constrain this as well. So I'll quickly do that. The text inside this is really small, So I'll just increase the size, so you don't have to search in these attributes. So for an alternative to this, we have this code part. So if you get inside this text view, you can just type text size, and I'll give it 18 sp. And now let's go to the layout part. So I think it has increased, right? So maybe I'll increase a little more. I'll make it 24 sp. Okay, and then layout. Oh, this looks really huge. So that's all, guys. Now I'll give a name to this widget. I'll call it okay, TV info. Okay, that is good. After this, inside our main activity .java, we have to create the object for this text view. So for that, I'll just type in private, then text view. I'll call it as info. So guys, after I've done this, I'll quickly get inside the onCreate function. Now I have to assign that this object to that widget. So I'll quickly do that. Info is equal to text view find view by id r dot id dot tv info. So that's all, guys. Now we have assigned the widget as well. So now quickly send the data from our main activity. So after this intent, I'll just make intent dot put string. I'll call it input and comma our string variable. So I think you guys might be knowing what a dictionary data type is. So uh, inside the dictionary, we'll actually assign a data key value with the variable. So we have done in similar ways. So this is the key and this is the value. So now the data is sent from one activity to another activity in this dictionary format. So now let's start that activity. Call it intent. So that's all, guys. We have sent the data. Now we have to receive it in our second activity. So for that, again, you have to make use of intent. Intent is equal to, no, we have to create another variable for intent, is equal to get intent. Yeah, this is because there is no import class. I'll show you. So we don't have an import class, so I'll just import alt enter import class. So our intent is being imported, and now we have to assign this variable to our string. So I'll just create a new string. I'll call it previous data is equal to intent dot get string extra and the key of our dictionary which we have sent. So we have assigned the data to the previous string. So now we have to assign that to our text view. So for that, info dot set text and our variable previous data. So that's all, guys. We are done with our first app. So now I'll just quickly run this code. So this is our app, guys. I'll just quickly type in something. I'll type beginner to pro learn. Okay, and then I'll click on submit. So this was our simple data input app, guys. So please do share and subscribe my channel so that I can upload more videos, and also share your valuable comments in the comment section below. Thank you.